Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. It is my duty to announce that an executive session was held at 6:30 to discuss personnel and legal issues. Will everyone please stand for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mrs. Brodsky, please call the roll.
Mr. Hauser?
Here.
Mrs. Kozer? Here. Mr. LaCasio?
Here.
Mrs. Maines is absent. Mr. McCollum? Mr. McCollum?
I don't have my heritage tonight.
Mr. Music?
Here.
Mr. Palmer?
Here.
Mrs. Surratt? Here. Dr. Zorch?
Here on the phone.
Okay, at this time, normally Dr. Zorch has a quote for us, so Dr. Zorch, you have the floor.
Thank you. Can you all hear
Yes.
me? Okay. This is kind of apropos right now for the situation here. This is from John F. Kennedy. And he said the Chinese use two brush strokes to write the word crisis. One brush stroke stands for danger, the other for opportunity. In a crisis, be aware of the danger, but recognize the opportunity. Certainly in these times, it's very difficult to see the opportunity, but watching the news tonight, looks like our better angels are coming out because there's a pizzeria in Youngwood, PA, where the guy is giving out free pizza and the kids are on free and reduced lunch menu. So just a very small example of our better angels coming out in this crisis situation. And certainly with our school district coming together with the things they're doing, certainly is an opportunity for us to see how we work together to get through the crisis. So I think since it is a bad time, we need to look for the better angels to our helpers. Like Mr. Rogers has always said, in times that are bad, always look for the helpers, and there are helpers. So thank you for letting me espouse this great inspirational quote by John F. Kennedy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zorch. Before we get started, those of you in the audience, if we need more chairs, please just let us know. At this time, we'll have the hearing of visitors part 1. This is an opportunity for anyone in the audience to speak about any item on our agenda tonight. There will also be time at the end of the meeting to discuss any other concerns.
Anyone? You want to go first?
Okay, seeing that no one's getting up, I move for the adoption of resolution number 194, the approval of minutes. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, that motion passes. We're going to go a little out of order this evening from our normal. We're going to begin with the superintendent's report. Dr. Tepper.
Thank you, Mr. LaCasio. I would like to briefly give an update of the procedures that have occurred pertaining to responding to the school closure and the coronavirus. The information that I will be presenting this evening will also be shared on our district website for parents and community members. I would just like to do a breakdown of the dates. The first time that we had communication with our school community pertaining to the coronavirus was March 4th, and we had posted information from Excella Health Chief Medical Officer Dr. Carol Fox at that point in time, just basically talking about the virus, what the virus is, and precautionary measures for the spread of the virus. On March 11th, the school district made a call to parents and guardians and asking them to check their email with more detailed information pertaining to plans if and school closure would occur. In the letter and also via our call now, we requested if parents did not have current email addresses with the district to please send those to us, In addition, we had our secretary and our technology department identify individuals, parents and guardians who we did not have email addresses for, and we reached out to those individuals. In addition, on that time, we asked any student or parent and guardian of students who needed access to a Chromebook and or access to the internet to receive online instruction. And our technology department worked tirelessly to get those requests together. As a team of administrators, we have been meeting on a daily basis, and we've been communicating with the Pennsylvania Department of Education, the Pennsylvania Department of Health, the CDC, as well as our intermediate unit. Administratively, we came up with a plan for March 13th, which included plans for an Act 80 Day this past Monday and Tuesday, and online instruction beginning Wednesday. Once that information was shared, at 3 o'clock or 3:30, the governor came out and did declare the mandated school closures for all schools. Therefore, the administrative team met this past Saturday morning and pulled together to offer another program of instruction and ongoing activities for our entire school community. And I would just like to run through the plan for that. These Monday, March 16th, our schools were closed. However, if teachers needed to come in and to take materials home very briefly and quickly and receive instructional materials, they did so. We planned 2 virtual Act 80 days, one of which occurred today, Tuesday, March 17th, and one will occur tomorrow, Wednesday, March 18th, where we reviewed instructional procedures for our teachers, and our teachers are planning on ways that they will be delivering instruction to our students. Instruction for our students will begin Thursday, March 19th. All parents and students will be emailed at the latest Thursday, March 19th, with each teacher's individual plan for instruction. Along with that, Lori Galobish, our Director of Pupil Services, has worked with Joe as well to ensure FAPE for our students with special needs. We have a concrete plan in place, and our Pupil Services Department has worked very hard with the special education teachers to ensure delivery of FAPE and instruction for those students as well. I've been in contact with Todd Weimer from the EWCTC on a daily basis, and we are providing opportunities for our Career Technology Center students to continue to work toward their certifications that they need to for their programs. I actually have a meeting set up this Friday to meet with Todd Weimer personally, along with Lori Galobish and other building principals. Our online instruction will minimally continue through the mandated 2-week school closure period, which our 2-week school closure period would end March 27th. However, as we know, this is fluid. It very well could extend beyond that time, but we will meet again to determine what's the best plan of action for our students and school community. Parents were contacted and given the opportunity to retrieve medication, to come to the buildings, and our school nurses were able to administer, were able to give the medication of their child back to the parent in accounting with regulations for that. That did occur today. Student meals have been provided for students through our grab-and-go procedures with Jillian Malloy and Food Service. Today was the first time that curbside service was offered at our Lake Trove Elementary School with a grab-and-go breakfast and lunch. Those hours are from 11 to 12 p.m. and are open to all students in our schools. The pickup line is actually where our bus drop-off and pickup line is at our Lake Trove Elementary School. That is posted on our district website as well. And as we continue through this situation, our custodians and maintenance staff are working, and Mr. Thomas is directing them and leading them through cleaning measures that are ongoing dealing with the coronavirus. Again, our current plan is based on students and staff returning Monday, March 30th. However, we are aware that that could change in an instant, but we are prepared to meet again and to devise the plans that are appropriate for our students and our school community. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Deborah. Solicitors report, Mr. Nichols.
No report, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you. Since Mrs. Maines is not here, Mrs. Surratt, will you please take care of education and planning?
So we ask your consideration of Resolution 2019-2020, number 196, approve the Westmoreland County Student Assistance Program Agreement for the 2021 school year. Mr. LaCascio, would you like me to read that resolution?
No. As written.
As
Okay, we have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? That resolution passes.
Oh, I'm sorry. We also ask your consideration 2019-2020, number 197, to approve the proposed 2020-2021 school calendar.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? That resolution passes.
And finally, we ask your consideration of Resolution 2019-2020, number 198, to approve tuition student, I believe this is students plural, Jacob Hanna, grade 9, Ligonier Valley School District, and Olivia Carlquist, grade 8, Ligonier Valley School District, the daughter of a teacher in our schools.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? That resolution passes.
And the next meeting of the curriculum committee is not yet established, so that will be announced.
While we have Mr. Hauser on the phone, I am going to ask Mr. Music to take care of the Finance Committee.
Thank you. Motion on the floor to approve Resolution 199, which is the Treasurer's Report.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? That motion passes.
Motion on the floor to approve Resolution 200, which is the payment of bills.
Do I have a second? Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes.
Motion on the floor to approve Resolution 201, which is the disposal or sale of property as listed on the agenda.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Those opposed? That resolution passes.
And motion on the floor to approve Resolution 202, which is gifts, grants, and donations, and that is for a donation of $7,500 by DMJ Transportation for flexible seating options or campus signage.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? That motion passes.
And attached to the board's agenda is the finance committee meeting of March 10th. And the next finance committee meeting will be on Tuesday, April 14th. And that'll be at 5:30 at the senior high school library.
Thank you, Mr. Music. Mr. Palmer.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Our next Facilities and Operations Planning Committee meeting will be April 2nd, hopefully 2020, 3:30 at the Adams Building.
Thank you. The Student Activities and Recreation Committee meeting minutes are attached. I ask you to please make sure that you take a look at those, because at the meeting last night, the Activities and Recreation Committee made a recommendation to open all wrestling coaching positions for the 2021 school year. The next athletic committee meeting will be determined. Since Mrs. Maines is not here, I've asked Mr. McComas to please take care of community relations. Mr. McComas, it's all yours.
First, I thought at the next meeting of the Grove Parks and Recreation, postponed to March 20th. Next item is the resolution 2019-2020-203, dealing with the general operation budget. Make a motion that's approved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? Okay, Mr. Brodsky, this is a roll
The
call
last
vote.
thing is the next meeting is March.
Well, wait, we have to finish.
Oh.
We need a roll call vote on that motion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mr. Hauser,
Yes.
Mrs. Kozer,
Yes.
Mr. LaCasio,
Yes.
Mrs. Maines is absent, Mr. McCollum,
Yes.
Mr. Music,
Yes.
Mr. Palmer,
Yes.
Mrs. Surratt. Yes. Dr. George.
Yes.
And that resolution passes.
That resolution passes. You may finish now, Mr. McComas.
The next WIU committee meeting will be March 24th, 2020. The office is closed through March 29th.
Thank you, Mr. McComas. Even though Mrs. Kozar is on the line, I'm going to ask Mr. Palmer to take the EWCTC.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. We were going to have a meeting on Wednesday, March 25th, 7 p.m. at the EWCTC. It appears to be canceled, right?
No, wait,
The meeting will still be held.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
the offices are closed. Okay, but the meeting's still happening.
Yes, office is closed.
So,
Meeting is still on, but
okay,
offices
I'll
are
go one
closed.
more time. The next EWCTC Joint Operating Committee meeting will be Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, 7 p.m. at the EWCTC. The offices will be closed through March 29th, 2020. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. I will take the board policy for Dr. Zorch. I move for the adoption of Resolution 204 to approve the adoption of a new board policy and changes to existing policies.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed?
Aye.
Those opposed? That resolution passes. I move for the adoption of Resolution 205, Notice of Intent to Adopt Board Policies.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed? That resolution passes. Next, technology, Mr. Palmer.
Thank you. Nope, got it. Couldn't find my mic. Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I would ask the board to approve resolution number 206 to approve Edleo LLC web hosting services agreement. There's an attachment.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed?
Aye.
Those opposed? That resolution passes.
And our next technology committee meeting will be held April 21st, 2020, here at CSC at 5:30 p.m. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Superintendent's recommendations.
Thank you, Mr. Locascio. I ask the board to please move on resolution number 207 to approve the following resignations. Richard Allman as band director, assistant band director, Chad Kissel for boys tennis assistant coach, Erica Krug, health room assistant, and Catherine McCloskey for the purposes of retirement.
Motion on the floor.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? That motion passes.
I'd ask the board to please move on resolution number 208 to approve professional personnel substitute teachers, Maureen Cassidy, Karen Egner, and Erica Krug, emergency certified registered nurse.
Motion on the floor.
We have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed? That resolution passes.
I'd ask the board to please move on resolution number 209 to approve school psychology intern for the 2020-2021 school year, to approve Mickey Brandt as a school psychology intern at a stipend of $10,000.
Motion on the floor.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed? That resolution passes.
I'd like the board to to move on resolution number 210 to approve the corrected and updated 2019-20 spring sport coaches and their salaries.
Motion on the floor.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Are there any questions or comments? All
I'm
those-
looking at this, I have a question, please.
Yes.
I'm looking at the, okay, I'm sorry, I misinterpreted something, just the spring. Go ahead, I'm good.
Okay?
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed? That resolution passes.
And under other business, unfortunately, but due to the current situation, our junior high musical is currently postponed. I do want to say we were very fortunate to be able to have our senior high school musical in a restricted format of having 250 spectators at our performances, and we added an additional performance. The Mamma Mia production was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And it was great that we were able to stay within the guidelines of the CDC in order to be able to have those students have the opportunity to perform after working months on end, as well as our directors and our choreographers. Upcoming board meetings are scheduled at the CSC. Please note, currently, we do have a committee of the whole meeting scheduled for April 14th, and our regular board meeting, April 21st. We will continue to monitor the situation with the coronavirus, and that could change, but that would be advertised and posted. Thank you.
At this time, we'll have hearing of visitors part 2.
I do want to say, you know what, Scott Backstrom, 306 Allegheny Avenue, 111 France Drive, whatever we need. Just working on the front lines of the school, and this is an unprecedented type situation. I know the board isn't there, but I want to tell the board what our administration, how fluid, how clearly we've been instructed. It has been spectacular because they're not getting clear leadership from our government, and sometimes they have to come up with decisions on their own, which I think are fantastic. Only looking out for the best interest of our children and the safety of our employees. I admire everything they've done. The email business with doing online learning has been fantastic. Sending out emails, making sure everybody has a connection to the school, and let us know what's getting thrown back. It has been crazy smooth. As far as I can see, in my line of where I'm at as the secretary, whatever you want to call me. I don't even know what I am. But I'm just saying that this situation has been thrust upon the administration, and I think that it has been handled spectacular. Just like several years ago, when Mountain View had to shut down because of electricity, somebody hit a pole, and it was like, it was an emergency situation. We had to send all the kids home, and it just went like crazy. This administration is awesome, and I am all behind them 100%. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much, thank you. It's a team effort.
It is, and it's an awesome team. It really is awesome.
I'd like to open it up now for any other board members who have any additional concerns or questions or comments.
Actually, I'd like to mirror what Scott's saying. The admin team and the staff have done a phenomenal job. I'm saying this not only as a board member, but as a parent. Thank you.
Yeah, I want the public to know. I want, to how lucky they are to have an administration like this for their district.
Any other comments? I think we all feel the same way. You guys have, Georgia, Mike, Robin, all of you, you've all done a tremendous job. You really have. To all the administrators, to all the faculty and staff, thank you so much for everything you're doing, and your actions and all of your efforts are truly appreciated. Just please stay safe.
We appreciate the support.
Okay, then at this time, I'll move for the adoption of Resolution 211 for adjournment. Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor? Aye. Aye, this meeting is adjourned. Good night, all. Be careful.